Okay, we gonna do this. This is 90's man dude here. 90's man dude, 90's dude man, whatever you wanna call me. It works. We are starting a new series here. This is episode 1 of the new series. I'm going to be showing y'all movies from the 90's, like what you see right here on the screen right now. I will be telling y'all about the movies, like this one right here, Apollo 13. They go to space. They're originally supposed to land on the moon, but something happens with the moon, well, I mean with the spaceship, and they're not able to land on the moon. I'll figure out a way to put all this together more professional at some point, but right now, this is how we're doing it. Anyways, they go, they're supposed to be the first ones to land on the moon. Well, something goes wrong and they don't get to land on the moon. They go around the moon and back to the Earth. One of my favorite movies from Tom Hanks. Of course, Tom Hanks has always been one of my favorite actors. Wrong button. And now you have this one, Forrest Gump. Another great movie from Tom Hanks. Outstanding movie. This one I think I like better than, I honestly think I like this movie better than I did Apollo 13. Just because of the acting job. Now, for the fun facts, because in this series I will be doing what I just did. Tell you about the movies, the storyline, and what I think of them. And then I will tell you some fun facts that not many people know about it. For this one right here, the fun facts for these movies is you have, if y'all were watching my live earlier, I said there's 3 movies with the one thing in common. And what that thing in common is this movie right here, Forrest Gump. It's based off a book. There's actually 2 books out. There's Forrest Gump, and then I think the second one is called Forrest Rides Again. I don't remember exactly. Either way, check this out. Tom Hanks didn't know this himself until after the movies were done, unless he knew, and I don't know about it, but as far as I know, he didn't know. You have Forrest Gump, you have Apollo 13, came out in the 90's, and then you have Castaway, that came out in 2000. It's not a 90's movie, but still, you have all 3 of those movies. Think about this. In the book, Forrest Gump is Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump goes to space. And Forrest Gump gets stranded on an island. The only difference is, with the island, Forrest Gump has a woman with him on it. Think about it. Forrest Gump goes to space. They have this movie, and then you have Forrest Gump getting stranded on an island. Now, when they started to film this movie, because in the book, Forrest Gump actually cusses quite a bit. He really does. It's pretty graphic biblical language in that area. When they first started doing the movie, the guy that wrote the book wanted John Goodman to play the part. And, the people were like, no, but when they started casting people, instead of going to Tom Hanks first, they were actually wanting Bill Murray to play the part. Can y'all imagine that? John Goodman or Bill Murray playing the part of Forrest Gump? Think about that. Comment below what you think about that. And now for the final movie of episode 1 that we're covering this time. I'm going to do 2 movies per episode, by the way. This movie, Gone Fishing. I love this movie. It is such a funny movie. You've got Joe Pesci, which is the guy they're driving, with Joe Pesci's, I don't remember who he is. He's known for With Honors, but nobody knows With Honors. One of his most famous roles is in My Cousin Vinny, Goodfellas, and Home Alone. He's the one of the robbers in Home Alone, the guy that originally comes in disguised as a cop. And then you have Danny Glover, which you know who Danny Glover is. Now, when they first started filming this movie, they wanted Ron Starbos and John Candy. Everybody knows who John Candy is. John Candy is a legend for the 90's. Now, for those of y'all out there who are not really sure about Ron Starbos, he is the guy that played the dad in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. He played in Ghostbusters, little short dude with glasses. Like I say, he's in Ghostbusters. He was in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves. He was also in Little Giants as one of the coaches. Now, when it comes to this movie, they wanted Ron Starbos and John Candy was the original 2 they picked for this movie. But at the time that they want to start this movie, John Candy was filming Wagons East. Now, we all know what happened there. Wagons East passed away before Wagons East was even done. For some of y'all that don't know, Wagons East, the last few scenes of it, John Candy is visualized into it because he died. I'll get more into that when I cover that movie. But anyways, when it comes down to it, that's who they wanted to play with. We want to be Ron Starbos and John Candy, which honestly, that might have been a good pair. That, I mean, I know John Candy would have been perfect, you know, with his comedy the way he does, and Ron Stribel's his comedy, but them two mixed together. I mean, I love this. Don't get me wrong, this is an amazing movie. Both these two paired together are pretty good. It was, you know, made for a good movie. But John Candy and Ron Stribel's, that would be pretty unique. I would love to see how that is, you know, how that would have worked out. Comment below what y'all think about what I said in here. This is episode 1. Episode 2 coming out soon. I'm going to call this Let's Talk About the 90s series. Well, yeah, let's talk about the 90s because I will cover the movies and other stuff about the 90s. So, until then, I'll be back.